Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and today I'd like to talk to you about what is a minimum level of marksmanship skills. Well, a lot of that's going to depend on the circumstances and the situation, but let's just take some abstracts, if you will. Let's start with, say, 25 yards. If I'm going to push this target out to the 25-yard line, what's a minimum marksmanship standard that I should try to achieve? Well, again, that's going to be dependent on your skill level. Ideally, what I tell people is like, hey, if you're new to this, it'd be nice if you can get all 5 of your shots in the upper torso. Okay? Then as you can do that repetitively, then now let's start trying to shrink that down to get 4 out of 5 inside of this 8-inch ring. Then after you can do that repetitively, then the next thing we're going to do is let's try to get 5 out of 5 in the 8-inch ring. Once you've achieved that, then let's go ahead and start going for 4 out of 5 in the 6th ring, and then ultimately lead into 5 out of 5 in that 6th ring. Now, of course, you can also add the time component. So you can do all of this on the timer, or you can start by doing all of this off of the timer. All right, so that's 25 yards. What I like to kind of work on is I try to work at a 6 ring here. Folks can use the 8 ring, other folks can use the entire torso. It just really depends on your skill level. But here's the key thing. What you want to do is you want to be consistent in everything that you do. So if you come to the range one day and you're killing it, that's great. But here's the problem. When you go back the next time and you're not doing as good, the tendency is to reflect back on your past performance and say, oh, I'm just having a bad day. Well, maybe you are having a bad day. But again, the bullet's not going to lie. So wherever the bullet landed, all right, that's what you're doing. So let's focus on that. Let's just say that I want to do some reduced target drills. So I'm going to shoot this headshot at, say, 5 yards. All right. So at 5 yards, again, I can start with the entire head profile itself. Then if I can be consistent there, I can draw it into the 4 ring here, which is a 4-inch circle. And then after I can get 4 out of the 5 inside that 4-inch ring, now I can try to focus on 5 out of 5 inside that 5 ring, or I'm sorry, that 4 ring. And then eventually what I want to do is I want to try to get 4 out of 5 inside of the 3-inch ring, ultimately lead into 5 out of 5. Now I can also do things to kind of change the circumstances by changing the distance. So maybe I can do this all at 5 yards. Maybe that's not really a challenge. Maybe I need to actually increase the distance. So if I want to continue to use that 3 ring, maybe I'll increase the distance out to 7 yards. And if I can do it well there, maybe I'll increase the distance out to 10 yards. Other things that I like to do is I like to work on smaller targets. So this right here, this black dot, it's 2 inches. And I shot that I think I shot that at 7 yards. So it really challenged me to be nice and consistent with my shot grid because I'm really aiming at a much smaller target zone. So maybe in this case, at the 7-yard line, that was a little bit too much for me because I got a lot of shots that are right there on the border of the ring there. Doesn't really count for me, so maybe what I need to do is move the target down to the 5-yard line, try to repeat that drill. 4 out of 5 in the black, then try to get 5 out of 5 in the black. Then, once I feel pretty comfortable there, let's break out the timer and do this. So the point behind developing a minimum marksmanship skill level is that it's going to be dependent on your skill level, what you can do. Remember, it's not necessarily what you've done in the past, it's what you can do right now. So I value cold bore shooting, where you just walk up to the range and try to perform based off of a set of standards. So again, I'm Jeff Gonzalez. Make sure you check out more of our YouTube videos down below. If you're interested in training with us, go to our website, check out the times and schedules.